Yo, YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Cray. We back with another one. Y'all know how we do here too. We just jump right into things. Yo, I've been wanting to get this off my chest, man. I really have been wanting to get this off my chest. So today we're going to talk about the state of our boy, the ultimate bamboozler, Mirage. Here in season 5, we're going to talk about that. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. Cray, is Mirage OP? My answer, right to the point, no. Video's not over. But no, he is not OP at all. I think Mirage is in a great place. Why? Let me go ahead and explain to you all. Mirage, for the last 12 years, has been getting rocked, dude. He's been getting, okay, not 12 years, but y'all know what I mean. Mirage, for the longest, has been just in a state that I don't want to say is unplayable, but is incredibly difficult to play with unless you are a top tier Apex fragger. Yes, he's had a huge skill gap, right? Huge. And I mean, let's be honest, people really weren't following, whoa, wrong word. People really weren't falling for his bamboozles. They weren't. If you did, you probably were a noob or sort of a bot. I'm sorry, I fell for it before, so that kind of lets you guys know where I'm at, okay? But hey, that aside, people weren't falling for Mirage. You know, Mirage's only usefulness was if you were trying to solo pub stomp. You know, I mean, if you needed to get away using his ultimate, you could do so. But these changes that have happened to Mirage has made him so much more viable, not just as a solo Apex fragger, but even as a team player as well. Is he still meta in the competitive scene? No, not at all. But he is so much more useful in a casual public setting. He is. So if you don't know anything about his abilities, let's go ahead and talk about him. And I'm gonna explain to you all why I believe each ability is well balanced. So his passive ability, Now You See Me. Like, yo, he automatically cloaks when using respawn beacons and reviving teammates. That passive alone gives him some viability in the competitive scene. Because a teammate gets knocked, you're in the middle of a battle, nobody sees you go over to that teammate, you start that res, they're going to hear the rezzing sound, but they're not going to see you. This has happened to me on numerous occasions. I'm like, yo, I just knocked that Loba, and I know there's a Mirage on that team, and I start focusing on somebody else, on their third player, and I'm like, oh crap, where'd the Mirage go? Now the Mirage is gone, and now that Loba's back up. I'm like, yo, I didn't even peep it. You know, I really didn't even peep it. I haven't really seen the respawn beacon thing used as much, but I can understand its viability there as well. I think that's nice. And the balance comes from the audio side. Now, we know Apex Legends audio, it needs work. It definitely needs work. But you can still hear the revive happening. If you hear the revive happening, you can still see the silhouette of the revive happening as well. Or you can counteract that with like a Crypto or a Bloodhound. I mean, you know, there's still counters. And I believe if you EMP with a Crypto, no, I take that back, not EMP. If you use Revenant's silence ability, it uncloaks them. So there are several countermeasures you can take to be able to combat that passive ability. You know, you just got to have the right squad to help you combat it. But again, that's where I say that ability is balanced, because there are counters to it, not like Caustic's gas trap, cough. Another video for another day. But yo, that passive ability is more than worthwhile, okay? His tactical ability, Psych Out, doesn't really change much from his prior tactical ability, except now your Shadow Clone, and again, I call it a Shadow Clone, I'm a Naruto head, bear with me there, but your Shadow Clone that you cast out, it can now mimic your every movement. Now, it could be a little bit goofy if I send out one of those Shadow Clones, and it's happened so many times. I'm doing all these run jumps and I'm jumping over walls and stuff, and he's just sitting there running into the corner, not doing nothing, not moving a muscle. That's pretty comical, you know. And in that case, it's not useful. But if you're out in the open, oh, it could be so useful. It can be so useful. You can make people think and be like, oh man, it's two out there, when in reality it's just you running solo. So again, I think that's balanced. I mean, all it does is just add another silhouette, and it can be pretty easy to detect which one is the Mirage and which one is you. Again, it might take a little time for some noobs or some cough bots out there, but it gives you enough time as Mirage to make a play, you know, take shots back, get behind cover, you name it. And his ultimate ability, Life of the Party. This is the one that everybody's like, this is OP. And again, in my opinion, it's not. And here's why. Okay, let me talk about the ability first. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So life of the party allows you to literally disperse. I want to say it's like 5 or 6 decoys around you, and you guys just pop out in like a circular motion, kind of like if you were on a clock. You guys disperse at like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. You know what I mean? You guys just disperse like that, and they all mimic your movement. Okay, now this is this is nice, and it takes over his former ultimate ability, which made you go invisible and kind of run away while your decoys you dispersed did nothing. That ultimate wasn't too bad. I think you uncloak too quick, but it's in the trash. We ain't got to worry about it no more. This new ultimate though, even though you don't cloak, I like it because you can use it as a means of escape, or you can use it as a means of attack, right? It's lit. Like, I've had times before where I was in a 1v1 fight, didn't have a lot of health, so I popped this, and now the enemy is like sporadic, and I can get an easy shot, couple wing dingers, boo boo, little R99 one clip, brr, game over, GG's, team wipe, let's go, let's get it. But on the other side, on the other end of the spectrum, as an enemy fighting this ability, initially it's difficult, right? Because you just don't know what's happening, you don't know what's going on. But the reason why I think this is not OP, because if you're an enemy and you really study the movements of what's going on, you can always find that one Mirage that is either escaping the battlefield, that is going too far in what should I say, in a premeditated pattern, versus the Mirages that are running into walls and that are just out in the open looking stupid. Because if you're weak, you are not going to be out in the open, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're trying to attack, I see you approaching me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot easier to detect that after you've kind of studied Mirage and you fought that ability on numerous times. But at first, I will say, the first few times you fight it, you don't know what the heck's going on. You're just like, oh shoot, you shoot all the Mirages, you keep getting bamboozled, you might get clapped, or you might let them get away. That's okay. But that's why I believe that ability has balance, because it forces the opponent to study your movements more. And if you're a lazy opponent, you're gonna let him get away. That's on you. You should be studying this. You should be figuring out which one's the real, which one's the like you should have an understanding of that, unless you know you're a casual. But even if you're a casual, you should take the time to learn that, man. But again, Mirage is pretty balanced in my opinion. I think he got the well-needed quality of life changes and the buffs that he needed and that he really deserved. That's kind of the quote-unquote poster boy, or one of the poster boys of Apex Legends. So Mirage, shout out to you. I'm glad you got the love you deserve, man. And yo, if you guys think Mirage is OP, or if he's balanced or whatever, I just want to hear what you guys' thoughts are down below in the comments. I would love to hear them, or type them, or y'all know what I mean. Again, support this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. Until next time, your boy Cray is out. Peace and love, baby. Peace and love. You're